made me realize why we often tend to miss our childhood self. It's because it was in the time period where joy was in control of us. And how were we so happy? It's because as a kid, we got excited for the little things that we get. Let me give you an example. Let's go back in time. As a kid, when you were sitting in the classroom and the teacher is taking the class, and suddenly you see through the window that the clouds are getting darker and darker, and suddenly you hear a huge sound of thunderstorm. What is the immediate reaction all the kids will be give? They will shout and scream with excitement, right? That it's going to rain, you can get drenched in it, you can play in it, and they will also hope they will get a holiday in school. And all those thin threads of friendship bands that we shared, which gave us immense pleasure to be accepted as a friend to someone. And when we hear the news that Max teacher is absent in our school days, how much excited we were, right? And not to forget about our favorite TV shows and cartoons. Mr. Bean, Chota Bean, Doraemon, Dora Buji, Jackie Chan, and many more. And the summer vacation spent right with our grandma in our grandma's place, with all our cousins gathered up, playing hide and seek, street cricket, and many more. But as adults, not many of us tend to be as free-spirited as we were in our childhood self. Maybe it's because anxiety, fear, and anger has taken control of us more than joy. But we can try to choose joy to take control of us. How do we do that? By embracing the child within us, by feeling grateful for all the things that we have, getting excited for the little things that we get. So to cherish our childhood memories, let's play a small game. We all know that dumb charades. The person has to come out and act out the word. No speaking or mouthing is done, only hand gestures and body movements. So since we have time constraints, let's split the team by here itself. This is team A, this is team B. Can I get a volunteer from each team? Dumb charades, guys. Thank you, ma'am. Team B. It's a movie title. Most of us know that. Can you encourage? Okay, it's a movie known by everyone. I'll tell the movie name to both of you. So which team who finds the first will get the point.
Oh, so both of us have to do it
parallel. Same movie, yeah.
Simultaneously.
Simultaneously you need to do it.
We can see.
No mouthing is allowed, so please take care.
Start. Push, pull, push and pull. Pushpa.
Push.
Yeah, but team B won this game. Okay.
Next round. Because I was the one who showed.
But they give the answer first. Okay, we have second round.
Without me doing anything, we have a team got point.
So then maybe he should do and let's see who is going to
I
find
think
out.
simultaneous will be a little difficult.
Yeah. So let him do this time and let's see who is going to.
Okay.
But the teams get the score, not
Yeah,
the
team B got
demonstrator.
this score.
Okay, fine.
Army.
Soldier.
Indian. Captain.
Indian Army.
Jai.
Forge. Indian.
Swades. Reverse.
Three letters.
Navy. Army.
30 seconds more.
One man army.
Three letters.
IPS.
IAS, IPS.
Second letter.
Sir, hint.
Third letter.
Come. C.
C is the second letter.
C.
C. Wow. So it's the second letter.
No, I think Tamil movie.
This is a Tamil movie.
Can we do one?
Jawan.
I have never seen that movie. She's saying I
It's a
can
Hindi
try.
word. It's a Hindi word.
No, you can at least mention the.
Yeah,
language.
the
Yeah.
language, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, but give the score, then you.
Yeah, it's still team lead on the game, I guess.
Is a movie we say on the set.
Yeah, so let her try. Same.
Same.
No, can we have something like this to say that it's Tamil,
Yeah.
language.
So this is the last round. Team B is clearly in majority points.
But that's okay. Sportsman spirit.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is Tamil, this is English, this is Hindi.
Already she said Tamil.
Oh, she's a Tamil.
Everything is Tamil.
Time is good.
One word. Football.
Okay.
In the word score after good.
Yes, but still. Okay, team A got the point. Congratulations. Hope you also had some fun. Now let's get in the meeting. For today's session, we'll be having the prepared speeches, table topics, followed by educational session on tag roles, and the last and most importantly, the evaluation session. Before we getting started with prepared speeches session, it's time to call upon the general evaluator of today's meeting, Toastmaster Sintana, who says that she very much misses the carefree days as a kid, where her days were filled with endless swimming sessions and playful moments with cousins, with joy and spontaneity. Over to you, Toastmaster Sintana.
Thank you, Shanti. A warm welcome. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. I am Sintana and I am the GE for today's meeting. Let me begin with a story. My mother-in-law is very good in making dishes. She's a great cook. Right from everything, she makes it perfect, including the taste and presentation of the dish. I was wondering for years how she's able to master this art of cooking. I realized she always asks for the feedback after every meal from all the family members, including the guest. She will not leave the guest as well. So that was a secret ingredient behind her sweetest dish. So evaluation and feedback is really important. It helps in the growth and also it helps in excel in whatever area it would be it a cooking, driving, presentation, speech, anything. So as a general evaluator, I would make sure that all of you are getting benefited from this powerful tool of evaluation. I'll make note of everything, what happens in the meeting and what's supposed to happen that didn't happen, and also everything I'll take the notes and provide my report at the end of the meeting. To assist me in this evaluation, I have two teams, evaluator team and the tag team. So evaluator teams would provide the feedback for all the speeches, and the tag team, timer, accounter and the grammarian would provide feedback for all the speeches that happen in the meeting. So my evaluation or my role has 3 sections. I would coordinate the evaluators. I would also call the tag team for the report, and also I provide my general evaluation report at the end of the meeting. So now I will call upon the tag team to tell their rules and guidelines. So I would call Toastmaster Hirsch to read out the guidelines for the timer. So you can read the timing rules from your place.
As a timer, I will be helping the speakers practice expressing a thought within a specific time. My duty is to prepare speeches, table topic speeches, and speech evaluations during the meeting. The green card qualifying time, the yellow card is target time, and the red card is maximum time, and you will have 30 seconds to finish it. For 5 to 7 minutes prepared speech, I'll show the green card at 5 minutes, the yellow card at 6 minutes, and the red card at 7 minutes. You should speak a minimum of 4.5 minutes to qualify. For evaluators, the time is 2 to 3 minutes. The green card is shown as 2 minutes, the yellow card is shown as 2 minutes 30 seconds, and the red card is shown as 3 minutes. And you will have 30 seconds to finish. For table topics, each speaker is encouraged to speak for 1 to 2 minutes. I will show the green card at 1 minute, the yellow card at 1 minute and 30 seconds, and the red card at 2 minutes. If the speaker is under time or over time by more than 30 seconds, you will be disqualified and are not available for awards. If you speak less than 1 minute, you will be disqualified. I will report qualifying times when called upon at the end of the meeting. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Harsh. Now I will call upon the R-Counter Abhirami to read out the rules of the R-Counter.
Good evening, my fellow Toastmasters and guests. Today I am playing the role as the R-Counter. The purpose of R-Counter is to note words and sounds that are used as a threat or a past filler by anyone who speaks. During the meeting, I will listen for overused words including un, well, but, so, and you know. I will also listen for filler sounds including and er. I will also note when a speaker repeats the words or phrases such as I, or this means. At the end of the meeting, I will report the number of times that each speaker used these expressions. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Abhi. Now I will call upon the grammarian Toastmaster Bharat. You can, read out the objectives from your place and also introduce the word of the day.
Okay. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. So as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to pay close attention to all speakers, listening carefully to their language usage. I will also take a note of the misuse of English language as well as any outstanding words, quotes and sayings or thoughts. And as a grammarian, it is my responsibility to introduce the word of the day. The word of the day for today's meeting is epitome. Spelling is E-P-I-T-O-M-E, which means it could mean a perfect example of something. It could also mean a person or a thing that is best possible example of a particular quality or type. Some examples usage of it is the cartoon character Garfield is an epitome of lazy. The other thing it could be, she looked the epitome of elegance and grace. I request all the speakers to use word of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Bharat. With this, I'll hand over the session to Toastmaster TMOD of the day.
Thank you, General Evaluator. So now let's get into the prepared speeches section. Our first speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Sharmila. She is pursuing her master's in biotechnology at SRM University. She says she misses watching Mr. Bean's show, which is her favorite cartoon show ever. To read her speech objectives, let me introduce Toastmaster Praveena and request her to read the speech objectives from the place itself.
Good evening, Toastmasters and dear guests. Today, Toastmaster Sharmila is going to take one of the most important and significant step, which is the baby step in Toastmasters, which is called breaking the ice. One of the most difficult, but that is something which helps a person to propel and go through the journey of Toastmasters with great confidence and elan. So this is what Toastmaster Sharmila is going to do, and she is the epitome of inner beauty, and that's exactly what her title is, Journey of Going Within and Understanding and Seeking the Journey that is within inside of us. It's a 4 to 6 minutes speech. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Praveena. Toastmaster Sharmila. The only journey is the journey within. The only journey is the journey within. Toastmaster Sharmila. Over to you.
Knowing others is intelligent, knowing yourself is true wisdom. I'm here to share how I found my true wisdom. Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster, dear guest. My name is Sharmila. I am coming from the vibrant and energetic city of Chennai. My higher secondary studies were a tapestry of joy and excitement, especially during the annual day celebration. because participating in dance competition and winning the prize every year brings an enormous joy and happiness. While maths and zoology is my favorite subject, history was my least favorite subject. During my school days, I don't always enjoy studying, but looking back, I recognize those days are the most cherished memory of my life. After my higher secondary studies, my deep interest in medical genetics propelled me towards a undergraduate degree in medical genetics from Chettinad University. During this phase of my life is transformative. It enhanced my understanding of how our DNA function, and it expanded my perspective in different dimensions. I flourished personally and excelled academically. I immersed myself in campus life by joining fashion and dance clubs. During this period, one of my significant achievements was publishing a research paper on biomarkers of cardiovascular disease in an international journal. Driven by the interest in genetics, I pursued my master's degree in biotechnology from SRM University. I embraced various roles to enhance my leadership qualities by joining a fashion club, serving as a class coordinator, becoming a dance club convener. This diverse participation liberated from me conventional thinking and expanded my horizons. Along with the side, I got selected to a campus interview. I began my professional career as a quality assurance at Zifo R&D solution. But soon I realized that this repetitive work was not my calling. Then I switched my career into a business sector as a management trainee from Imperium Management Solution, eager to explore business and marketing. Despite of achieving societal mark of success, like distinction toward my studies, a good decent paying job, I felt a complete shakiness within me that a whisper from within, my true purpose lies somewhere else. Along with my professional journey, I faced a persistent depression and anxiety for no apparent reason. However, these challenges become my catalyst for my spiritual awakening, transforming me into a conscious creator of my own life and guiding me towards a true purpose and meaning. Since childhood, meditation and spiritual book have been my closest companion, steering me on a profound journey of self-discovery. This innate intuition and spiritual inclination lead me to a deeper aspect of energy and healing. Completing Reiki healing level 2 was a profound, pivotal moment in my life, illuminating deeper aspect of life and energy. Additionally, I'm honored to be certified from globally recognized academy as a Ho'oponopono healer. It is an Hawaiian healing practice. Through spiritual journey, I discovered my true calling to serve others by helping them to connect with their own mind and energy system. I firmly believe that anyone can access to the divine guidance by quieting their mind and transcending its limits. This profound realization had led me to start coaching and dedicate my life to teach the law of attraction. It is a universal principle that emphasizes the positive thinking and energy to manifest one's desire. Joining Toastmaster is a crucial step to achieve my mission, which is elevate people consciousness through the universal principle by honoring my communication skill. I'm happy and excited to be a part of this community to grow together with all of you. I believe Toastmaster is another platform to know me better because the only journey, the journey within. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shamila. Our next speaker for today's session is Toastmaster Medley, a fourth-year computer science engineering student at CET, and he is currently the VP of Toastmaster CET Club. He is the epitome of calmness, I would say. Working with him was a pleasure. And he says the one thing that he misses is being at home, spending quality time with family, and playing street cricket with friends, because now he is a hosteler, and as all the hostelers in Anna University, he is also homesick. To read his speech objectives, let me call distinguished Toastmaster Sundara Raman.
Toastmaster Murli is attempting a project from Presentation Mastery. The speech, the project is Know Your Sense of Humor. The purpose of this project for the speaker is to begin developing a collection of humorous stories and to present a speech that includes humor. So the objective is very simple, and the time for the project speech is 5 to 7 minutes. All the best.
Thank you, sir. Toastmaster Murali, Confessions of a Toastmaster. Confessions of a Toastmaster, Toastmaster Murali. Over to you.
Rewards we receive are not directly proportional to the service we provide. I repeat, rewards we receive are not directly proportional to the service we provide. This could be an ordinary statement for a common person. If you are a Toastmaster, this could be our table topic contest title in the Division B conference. If you are an ex-com leader in a Toastmasters club, this is your daily life situation. Let me share my confessions of being a Toastmaster. I had completed my schooling in Tamil Nadu, which means I joined engineering. Life of our students and the Chennai Metro Corporation are both similar. Any guesses how? Both of them will perform actions first, then search the reason behind it. Everybody goes into engineering and then decides what to do further. Editing, videography, cinematography, nowhere engineering comes in choice. Similarly, our Chennai Corporation will dug the holes on the roads, blots the entire traffic, and then search the reason behind it. Looks like a huge hole, ma. Let it be for Chennai Metro line. OMG, just a small pit in a mestri. Okay, let it be for e-wheel cable line. After joining engineering, one of the best decisions I made is to join the Toastmasters club of my college. And the worst decision I have ever made is agreeing to be the ex-com leader of the same club. In my very first meeting, I felt so disheartened. You know why? The general evaluator of that particular meeting started complaining me for coming to meeting late, just by 20 minutes. Sad. I felt so disheartened. So, on the very next meeting, in order to prove that general evaluator wrong, of course I didn't come early, but I took the role of, any guesses? Table topic master. And I dragged the same general evaluator as the first impromptu speaker, gave him the weirdest topic ever possible. Then days passed, time went, and then this particular season has arrived. Any guesses from Toastmasters?
Contest.
Absolutely. The contest season has arrived, where the clubs became countries. The areas became line of control. Everybody will be so serious about the speeches, man. One best way to see this contest to the new Toastmasters is to see the contest as the court magistrate investigating a criminal's case. You know why? Before calling a criminal for investigation, with the same gavel, the court magistrate says, Murali, Murali, Murali. Similarly, in Toastmasters, before calling the contestant number 1, Toastmaster Murali. Toastmaster Murali, contestant number 1. Hey, wait, I didn't commit any crime. Then you will have your neighboring parties, your own headstorm leaders of the same club, the opposing parties, the rivalry clubs. I didn't mention wordsmith here. Then you will have your in both of the case there will be one major similarity. You can't decide a judgment based on the expressions of the judge. After all the quarrels, the court magistrate says, let me hear the conclusion on the next hearing. Similarly, you can't decide the state of your speech by looking into the eyes of the judges. Good speech, great content. Okay, get down. We have our next criminal. Sorry, contestant. Then as usual, time passed, days passed. I became VP. From attending meets, I were into organizing meets. The time where things get worse. I was about to post a message on the WhatsApp group for suggesting the meeting date, as all Toastmasters do. But I didn't get any reply forever. But things have started changing. On a fine day as the sun rises in the east, I got a message on the WhatsApp. Yes, Murali, you are going to rot it. It was me from my second number. Out of frustration, I only added my second number to the WhatsApp group without knowing the president. After that, we somehow managed to organize a meet, the first meet of our Toastmaster club. I have this person in our club, man. His name is Ramsamy, but I used to call him as recent Ramsamy. Before every meet, he calls me exactly before 15 minutes. Hello Murali, hope you are doing good. Till now I am doing good, bro. As I was in the urge of attending the meet on time, I started running all the way to the staircase. Exactly on the 5th step of the 7th floor, my leg ankle got twisted. It sounds to be a legitimate answer, but I know his apartment has only 5 floors. Then how come the 7th floor? Fine. On the next meeting, the same person called me before 15 minutes of the meet. Due to thunderstorms and heavy rain, I couldn't make all the way to the venue. Thunderstorms, heavy rain in the month of May in Chennai. Then I found out that he is using ChatGPT model to generate reasons. Sad engineering minds. There is only one difference, man, between your club and my club. In your club or other clubs, many people will be competing for one role or volunteering for one role. But in our club, one person will compulsorily doing many roles. That's the difference, as simple as that. Days passed with all the efforts, guidance, mentorships of my mentors, alumni and our buddy clubs. We finally managed to become a president distinguished club, hoping for a wonderful days ahead. Over to the Toastmaster of the day.
Thank you, Toastmaster Murali. Thank you for disclosing all the secrets of our club. And also, I never knew you hold a huge grudge on the general evaluator. Okay, let's move on to our next speaker. Our next speaker is Toastmaster Vijayarajan, who is an assistant vice president at an Irish-based IT company. When I asked him what is the one thing he misses from his childhood days, he says he doesn't miss any. And he says that he is still a child at heart. Before reading his speech objectives, let me call upon his evaluator, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas.
Thank you. Are you doing
Yes,
yeah?
sir, please.
Good afternoon. We're going to listen to Toastmaster Vijayarajan delivering from the Innovative Planning stream, Level 4, Project 1, Managing a Difficult Audience. The time is 11 to 15 minutes, within which you have or 6 to 7 minutes speech. Total 11 to 15 minutes. You could take it as 11, 13 and 15. Is that okay, Mr. Speaker? Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, I must also give the objective, though it's very obvious. The purpose of this project is for the member to practice the skills needed to address audience challenges when presenting outside Toastmasters on any stage or situation. Guests, dear guests, if you see any tension, don't you worry. It's all part of the deal. Everything is safe. Over to you.
Thank you, sir. Toastmaster Vijayarajan, corporate health insurance versus individual health insurance. Pros and cons. Over to you, Toastmaster Vijayarajan.
Good evening, Toastmasters and my dear guests. Today we are going to have a very serious subject of discussion, that is corporate health insurance versus individual health insurance. Having said that serious discussion, please don't go to sleep. If you listen carefully and raise appropriate questions, by the end of this speech, you may gain wealth of around at least few lakhs before our life ends. So such a valuable subject it is. Before I get into the subject, I would like to ask, how many of you have health insurance coverage? Please raise your hands. Yes, almost 70% of people here, we have health insurance coverage. As far as India is concerned, only 36% of people have health insurance coverage, and this includes even the government free health insurance and all aspects of health insurance. Only 18% of population in India have individual health insurance, that is personal health insurance. Now comes the next question to you. How many of you have individual health insurance, that is personal health insurance, apart from corporate insurance? Yes. This is the reason for today's topic. As far as I discussed with many of my friends, and I have seen in personal lives too, people are very much comfortable with the corporate health insurance. Do you have health insurance? Yes, I have corporate health insurance. First, let us discuss what is corporate health insurance. What are the advantages of corporate health insurance? Corporate health insurance is nothing but a tailor-made health insurance. It is not a personal relationship between you and the company, that is health insurance company. It is the agreement between a company and the company. We don't have any personal relationship in the corporate health insurance. The biggest advantage of corporate insurance is, from the day one, your pre-existing diseases are covered. If you have elders in your house, your parents, they can get even critical illness from the day one. It is covered in most of the corporate insurance. Above all, you don't need to pay the premium. Company pays the premium. That comes at free of cost. This is where the trap lies. This is where we get blindfolded, in my opinion. Many a times in life, more than fear, sometimes it is the hope that leads us to deception. In my opinion, this is where the corporate health insurance trap lies. Why the corporate companies, big companies, gives health insurance? Now the question comes to you, why corporate companies gives you health insurance? There lies the reason.
Basically, it ensures that the employees will work for the company in a better state of health.
Great, sir.
Because productivity is an important factor in the company's success.
Absolutely.
So therefore, they would invest, it's kind of investment for them.
Yes. Any other answers?
The organization want to show that employees are their employee friendly.
Yes, to retain the employees. Great. So the objective of the organization is not to give you a secured life, is to make you work better in the organization. When a company is offering you an insurance for their benefit, how it can be benefit for you in the long run? That's my question. So there should be some drawback in corporate insurance. Like now, again, I question to you, what is that trap? What is that deception of corporate insurance? What is that you miss in corporate insurance when compared with individual insurance?
So the moment you quit the organization, probably the policy will become null and void?
Exactly, sir. As the moment you leave the organization, the first paper that goes out of your pocket is your health insurance.
So may I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
So do you have both the insurances for you?
Yes.
Is there any reason that you have a personal health insurance for yourself
Yes,
and
ma'am.
a corporate health insurance?
Yes, definitely I will answer this question. Before I complete this session, you will get the point. Why we need both the insurance policies. So, the moment the company terminates the relationship or we get retired, the first thing that we miss is our health insurance. So this is one thing. The second thing is why we need lifelong renewal, that is individual health insurance. That is what is the difference between, that is the point I want to make. What is the difference between corporate insurance and individual insurance is, individual insurance doesn't give first day coverage like corporate insurance. It do not covers critical illness in general. Normal, it has a separate product, but normal health insurance do not covers critical illness. But the biggest advantage of individual health insurance is, the moment you take the health insurance, till your lifetime, till the end of your life, you can keep on renewing. Till the end of our life, the company is supposed to, obliged to fulfill our need.
So they can't cancel coverage in between? If they find out you're developing some critical illness, they cannot cancel?
Yes, correctly, exactly. Suppose if we get some critical illness, if we get heart attack or something, if we are in corporate, if we have a corporate insurance and we come out of that company, we can never get insurance. We are not eligible for normal insurance. But as far as this individual insurance is concerned, if we have taken it at a very at a young age, the biggest advantage is we can develop anything. Why we have insurance is uncertainty. We are living in a world of uncertainty. We have seen COVID-19, what happened with COVID-19. We are living in a world of globalization. We not only share knowledge quickly from this part of the country to the other part of the country, we also share viruses and bacteria. And also we are living in a world where in 2000 in Chennai, we had only 2 cancer hospitals. Today we have more than 100 hospitals for cancer. 147 masalas in Singapore were banned. Indian product, Shakti masala, Archi masala, on the basis of it is carcinogenic product. Those are all expert quality, and what kind of quality we are eating, we do not know. When inquired with the company, they said the carcinogenic material is in the source. That is, it is in the plantation from the place of harvestation. So to that extent, whatever we eat, we think that we are eating all healthy things. In that healthy things, we have pesticides and all carcinogenic materials. And also we are living in a world of technology. Anywhere and everywhere electromagnetic waves. In short, we are living in a world of uncertainties. And health is something, a basic thing. Normally in today's world, if you ask somebody, did you go for exercise today? They will say they don't have time. And if you ask, did you make an insurance? They will say, this time I don't have a budget. The most predominant thing, the most important thing, we live in our body. Our life exists in our body, but that is the last priority we give to. So, coming to individual insurance, as Madam asked a question, corporate insurance is good That is because you get the first day coverage and it comes at free of cost. The most important question I would like to ask is whether the coverage is sufficient. What is the medical inflation in today's?
Coverage for critical illnesses, many companies don't cover you for critical illnesses, like cancers or heart
They have a
disease.
waiting period, they cover, it's like 4 years, 3 years.
There are different clauses in different companies, how they
There's a
cover
premium,
critical illnesses.
company is paying literally the money.
That's the catch. Different companies offer different schemes. So that's quite a.
If you have any questions, please ask me, and questions be one by one. You can ask questions one by one, so that it will be comfortable and useful for everyone. Doctor, yeah, madam. Do you have
Which
any?
insurance is best? I am asking like what
Which insurance?
which
Please ask me, madam. Definitely, I think I can answer your
agree on
question.
that.
So please ask me the question one by one. Any other questions you have? Yeah, please, Jayashree.
I have both insurance.
Yes.
So personal and corporate. So what should I use when?
You use your corporate insurance.
Then why to have personal?
First thing is, when you have a corporate insurance, better to use with a corporate insurance. That is the point I wanted to make. See, your personal insurance carries an experience. It has a personal relationship with your insurance company, and your policy number has a personal experience with IRDAI. So the more number of claims you make, that experience will be recorded in that. So when you have a corporate insurance, you go for that. The second thing is, as I asked you for the sum insured, whether we are adequately covered. What do you think is the sum insured that is in today's medical inflation world? What is the adequate sum insured?
Corporate, a few years back, it was about 4 lakhs, 4 to 5 lakhs. That's what I.
That is what they give. But what do you think is the sufficient sum insured that is required for an individual?
Maybe 10 to 15 lakhs.
10 to 15 lakhs, absolutely. That too, if it is something.
Is it possible to combine our personal insurance with your vehicle insurance?
That would have been great, sir. Actually, health insurance comes under IRDAI.
That is only possible if you love your car more than yourself. Then you can have the car insurance converted to your personal insurance.
Correct. So, main thing, the difference, the advantage of having both the insurances, you are adequately covered. The second thing, we look at our health and our life from today. Today, 15 lakhs is sufficient. After 20 years, this 18% inflation, what should be the sum insured required? At least 1 crore. 1 crore is going to be some 20 years back, 25 years back. If you have bought a house for 3 lakhs or 5 lakhs, today it is 1 crore. Same thing, the inflation is going to be 1 crore. So we should plan for an sum insured for 1 crore today, so that you have sufficient coverage after 20 years. Why you need a 1 crore coverage today is, suppose to our bad luck, we are covering our uncertainty, right? Suppose to our bad luck, we get some illness in between, we cannot upgrade the sum insured. Our sum insured has a ceiling limit. So it's better to go for the higher sum insured. We have to plan at least 25 years ahead. That is the right thing for sum insured. Yeah, Jayashree.
Who is getting more profited according to you? The one who's going to pay the premium or the insurance company?
Fantastic question, Jayashree. Actually, who is going to get profited out of this is hospitals. Hospitals. Okay. We are living today. Healthcare industry has become a very big corporate world. We are very small. That is the point I wanted to make. We are very tiny people. We are a common man, and health industry is becoming more of a corporate industry. That is one saying in Tamil. Mulla mulla cut the diamond with the diamond. So give a premium to another corporate industry and ask them to pay for this corporate industry. If you go to a hospital, you can an insurance department, you can find the insurance company is bargaining for you in the hospital. they will make a they are bargaining. They have the bargaining power. Do we have the bargaining power? We don't have that bargaining power. So
But
basically,
most of the time
who is
when
getting benefited is the corporate world at last. That is the answer. If you want to escape from the corporate conspiracy, better cut the diamond with the diamond.
Most of the time, if you submit all the bills, the insurance company will say only 40% is allowed, permissible amount.
Yes,
so they'll say this is not eligible, this is not eligible, they'll reject most of your clients.
Exactly, sir. Mostly this happens with corporate insurance because we don't have personal connection with the insurance company. We don't see the corporate contract itself. Many people do not know what is their coverage in corporate. Personal coverage also in independent. Just a minute, I will answer this. Just a minute, I will answer this question. In personal policy also, many a times we don't read that agreement. As I said, many a times we miss the priorities.
Sir, even if
we are going to have, just a minute, Rajesh.
We need a lawyer. They put some words which we won't understand.
Yeah, madam, you please.
We need a lawyer to read the 30 pages of agreement with the corporate and the health insurance company.
Why not? Why not? When you buy a house, you go and verify with the lawyer. When you are going for a big insurance which is going to be with you for your lifetime, why not?
So now are we lobbying for lawyers?
Lawyers charge 6,000 rupees an hour.
I believe we can reduce the premium by going for super topper. What do you think about that?
Absolutely. That is the final solution actually I was waiting. And
you
came out with a fantastic solution. As Toastmaster Rekha asked me, when we already have a corporate insurance, why we should have an individual insurance and whether it is feasible, why we should pay unnecessarily waste a lot of money. That's where Toastmaster Saravanan is coming out with a fantastic option of super surplus policy or a top-up policy. It's basically a big umbrella over the umbrella. Thing is, you can have a deductible. Say for example, you are already covered with 3 lakhs. You can have a deductible of 3 lakhs and you can have 1 crore insurance. For just 16,000 rupees, you can have 1 crore insurance. Can you believe it? This is possible because of that deductible. First 3 lakhs, company will not give you any coverage. But after 3 lakhs, whatever the expenses happens, company will come out, jump into the action. For example, in COVID-19, one of my friends who is the neighbor he was a big shot real estate person. The entire family got COVID. And it costed almost 60 to 70 lakhs for the family. Even though he is a big shot, 70 lakhs is a big money. First 3 lakhs you paid from your pocket or from the corporate industry. And the remaining, if you would have paid it from the individual insurance, you would have saved a lot of money.
Sir, just a question. Is there
I think it's time up. Let's go for only one question, sir.
Is there a kind of dynamic policy change the amount in, like I take a coverage, I'm in a company, I may leave the company, stay without any insurance for some time. So is it possible to take a personal insurance that I can dynamically vary the amounts as and when I want it?
No, sir, you cannot. You can vary the amount if you don't have any illness. If you don't have any, in between, if you didn't get any illness, you can vary the amount, sir. So, with this, I think already the timer is showing the red card for a very long time. So, let's, I leave this floor. Hope you find this a useful session. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Vijay. Without any delay, let me call our next speaker, Toastmaster Jayashree, who says she misses the days when she used to play cricket in the street, hitting sixes and trading those WWE cards with her friends and all of that. Quite a sports person she is, right? And she also misses the days without phones, as now all of us are addicted to it. To read her speech objectives, let me call Toastmaster Saravanan to read the project objectives from the place itself.
Actually, to avoid neck pain, I will come over there.
Okay.
Toastmaster Jayashree is giving her speech on dynamic leadership pathways. This is reflect on your path. Dynamic leadership pathways has 15 projects, and this is a culmination of that pathways itself. So this is the last project. The purpose, there are 2 purposes for this. The purpose of this project is for a member to reflect on her path as well as growth during the completion of an entire path. The purpose of the speech is for the member to share some aspect of her growth during the completion of a path. Timer, please note, time is 10 to 12 minutes. All the very best. Thank you.
Thank you. Toastmaster Jayashree. The end is the beginning. The end is the beginning. Toastmaster Jayashree. What the caterpillar calls the end of the world, the rest of the world calls it a butterfly. However, I am still a caterpillar and my life is turning me into a beautiful butterfly. On December 2nd, 2023, that's how I started my icebreaker speech on a thunderous evening at a writer's cafe in Adyar on an outdoor Medley meeting. Good afternoon, Toastmaster of the day, fellow Toastmasters and my dear guests. Even before becoming the member of Toastmasters International, I was ready with my icebreaker script. Little did I know that it was just for a 4-minute. I wrote a 4-page long script for that 4-minute speech that landed into my mentor's email 8 times. Every time when the draft returned, it felt like a red pen tangled with a highlighter, full of comments, strike-throughs and corrections. Had to rename the document 1.0 final. No. 2.0 final. No. 3.0 final. Not at all. It's 8.0 final. That's how it came up. With a little bit of courage, I went to ask him, "Sir, is there something wrong with my script?" He's sitting over there. That's my mentor, DTM Thomas. He chuckled and replied, "You are a fantastic writer, Jayashree. The speech looks beautiful in a lot of places when I read. But speech writing requires a different style altogether." That's when he made me understand how to transform one paragraph into one sentence and one sentence into one word without losing its essence, which I lacked initially. And my very first realization was sometimes less is more, and speeches are not written. They're always rewritten, my dear friends. My first level projects, I fumbled for scripts. I felt lost and tossed. With lot of trial and errors, I reached out to multiple people. Few said, use stories, while others use personal stories. While few chimed in and said, add humor to the stories now. Dude, if I know what to do with all this, I would have already written all these speeches, right? After some research, I figured out the best way that worked for me. An epitome was listening to the world champion speeches on YouTube, and thanks to my mentor for sharing that list. After this meeting, if anybody requires, I could even share that with you. My level 1 was done using those. Went on to level 2. I delved into leadership styles project that kind of rekindled my MBA classes. I encountered a favorite project in level 2, which is understanding your communication style. I gave my heart and soul in writing that script and delivered, to my knowledge, the best on that day. But I did not win an award on that day. I felt dejected. That's when my mentor came in and said to me, so far, this is my favorite speech of yours, which is written in the best possible way. And he said, this is a unique way of writing which I had never seen for this project so far in my career. That made me to shift my focus from those ribbons, awards and accolades to self-improvement.
Level 1 and level 2 is done within just 3 months. Thanks to the International Speech Contest for being the trigger. Because at that point in time, for me to qualify for the ISC International Speech Contest, I had to give back-to-back 6 speeches because I just had 6 weeks to get myself qualified for it. That was tough. Not just because of this ISC speech, because I had my job interviews on the other side. I was switching jobs. One more to it was I was shifting my home. The moment I said this, I see a lot of eyebrows getting raised here. With all these things that was happening, you know what was the result? I delivered my 6 speeches back to back and I got qualified for the International Speech Contest. Not just that. And on that day, I also participated in the table topics contest and went on to become the club champion for Medley in table topics contest. And I got my dream job. That's another thing over there. All this is possible because of serious determination that I had. The sadness of not being able to go to the division level of the contest was still within me. I was crying for a day. But I came to know that the very next week is Medley 775, the milestone meeting. Huge! And I was a milestone chair. I had to lead from the front. If I'm going to be in that zone, it's definitely not going to be working for me. I took a 2-hour gym session, cold shower, that brought me completely back on track. Within a single day, I started overseeing the proceedings of Medley milestone meeting, and the meeting was a huge success. The contest brought in a lot of self-realization. For me, it was a fast-track course on speech crafting and delivery, and the milestone helped me to understand my leadership styles, interact with a lot of Medley members, and improved my event management skills. Contest done. Milestone completed successfully. Level 1 and 2 already done and dusted. Now it's time for level 3. I understood that I need to step out of this Medley Toastmasters club to start delivering my speeches outside. So my level 3 projects of negotiation style and storytelling, I delivered it in few area level speakathons and won awards there as well. When things are going seamlessly, level 1, 2, 3, everything is completed. As Toastmasters, you'll all know there is a twist in the story, right? Mine came in an untold way. On March, I got a new job which demanded me to move to a new city. That's Bangalore. While I was happy with the pay, the job and all that, there was a big question mark about my Toastmasters journey. Few people said, hey, join some club in Bangalore, continue there, you know. But for me, my inner mind was saying, how can I leave my second family Medley here? I decided to travel from Bangalore to Chennai, not once, not twice, but thrice a month to meet the second family over here. For me, that was a huge decision. That was possible because of support these people gave to me throughout this piece. Level 4 and level 5 was serious leadership projects. So I decided to do one based on Toastmasters, the other one based on my professional work, so that I could apply what I learned here to my work life as well. And all these things were happening on one side, from level 1 to level 5. All were done. The outcome? There were 15 projects, out of which I got the Best Speaker Award 12 times. Not just that, it also includes one High Performance Leader Award, 1 Triple Crown award, and definitely a transformed skill set over a period of time. This pathway is not just only about speeches. It's also about leadership styles. It's also about me getting into leadership roles. I joined the Medley PR team. I served as the chief SAA for the district conference. I was part of the programming or the organizing team of the District 120's annual conference, and now stepping into the role of VPPR for the upcoming term in Medley. With all this done in just 8 months, with 80% of attendance, this marks my culmination of dynamic leadership pathway. However, if you ask me, hey, what's next? I'm gonna come back and entertain you all in the engaging humor pathway. While this journey is huge, this is not the end. It's just the beginning of my Toastmasters adventures. And my dream is to soar higher, to represent this medley at the district stage one day. And this caterpillar is in the perpetual metamorphosis. And you Toastmasters have helped me to find my wings. Over to you, TM.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jayashree. That was such a powerful speech. And also your power could be seen in the way you gave your hand to me. It was so strong. Okay. With that, the prepared speeches session is over. Back-to-back speeches, right? So let's spend some time to activate the joy within us. Just 2 minutes. Excuse me, ma'am. The team remains the same. This is team A, this is team B. So the thing is, you need to guess the famous celebrity or famous movie through pictures. So the first question is for team A. Anyone can answer. You get only 30 seconds to give your answer. This is a famous movie. Easy one, guys.
Ravan.
Ravan. Yeah, that's right. So next is for team B. Only team B should answer. This is also an easy one. A famous movie at that. Sorry. Chennai Express. Chennai Express. That's right. Next is for team A. This is the name of a famous person in history. Only team A can answer. No. Anyone from team B? Should I say the answer?
Still Indian?
Kit Kat.
No, sir. In rom-com novels also, this name is so familiar.
Is that good?
No. Should I say the answer?
Yes.
Romeo. Romeo. Okay, no one wins this point. Okay, this a famous celebrity. This is for Team B.
Rock star.
He is known to be there, to be related to these. Superstar. Yeah, that's right. For Team A, famous celebrity. I think it's easy.
Me?
Yeah, Team B can.
Richie
Team
Bennett?
A can.
Richie Bennett?
No, sir.
It is.
You have to combine.
Combine.
There are two people, right?
Yeah.
Kohli.
People.
Okay, I'll give you a hint. He's an Indian cricketer.
Kohli.
What is the second pick? Commentator. He was a commentator. Dinesh Karthik. How he used to be a commentator, but how? He belonged to the Indian team.
It's not a word.
Yeah, related.
Format.
Okay, that's all, guys. Hope you've had some fun now. Okay, next we have a table topic session, which will be conducted by Table Topics Master, Toastmaster and Niranjan.
Hello everyone, welcome to the table topic session. We all have seen like many prepared speeches till now, but life doesn't always give us the time to prepare. We have to be ready for the situation that's thrown to us. So that is how we are arrived at this impromptu speaking session. Moreover, we don't have to get nervous for this. As the theme says, let the joy unleash. Let's cherish this moment as the time goes. So first, let me tell the instruction first. So first, in table topic sessions, we have all our non-tag role members, Toastmasters, and also our guests. We all will be given impromptu speaking title, topic. You have to within 10 seconds, you have to remember, you have to use your memory muscles and come up with some story relating to this topic. And yeah, boom, you have to start speaking. You have 2 to 3 minutes to finish your speech. Let's see who makes it. Okay, so here we have an all-round roulette here. So each time I'm going to spin, first we will call the Toastmaster here, and then we'll be spinning the wheel. When the roulette points to a number, that number will reveal the topic you're going to be speaking to. So first, let's call our first TT speaker, Toastmaster Priyadarshini. Okay, so let's start the roulette spinning. And there it goes. Okay, so yeah, so you got 7. So Tala for a reason. So let's go to your topic first. So number 7 it is. So yeah, this is your topic. What would you like to discuss with your pet if it could respond to you in your own language?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Hi, good evening everyone. I'm Priya here. What would you like to discuss with your pet if I could respond if it could respond to you in your language. That would be really nice, right? Our own pets talking to us. And if we could understand really what they really want and we are going to have a conversation, I don't think we will ever need any other partners in our life if we have our pets talking to us. That was really good one. And if I had to talk, I can ask that person what exactly this you are thinking when you are rolling on the ball over there, and keep on doing it the whole day without boring, and you're doing that activity, because not even 2 minutes I can do one thing continuously and I'll get bored and I'll go for the next things, or even videos which we see in the reels. We just scroll it up if it is not interesting, but one small ball is enough for that one little dog to be active the whole day. How is that possible? I can read it and I can ask what are the things that you will know. You are thinking when you keep on bark on someone like that. Is he a thief or is he carrying something? And this all will be revealed. And all the secrets at the home can be revealed exactly. What our kid is doing, what the husband is doing, when I'm not there, what is happening, who's eating what. I think that will unleash whatever that is happening at the home or everywhere, and it can be used even as a spy on the terrorist and the army. This is actually building my thoughts on, and it will be really good if a dog can speak to me. And maybe that will happen someday or the other in the fantasy world. Thank you so much for giving me the opportunity.
Thank you, Priyadarshi, for your speech. Next, we have Toastmaster Hema. So let's spin the roulette. Okay, so so I got 10. So okay, so your question is, what is the most adventurous thing you have ever done?
Good afternoon, fellow Toastmaster and dear guest. I don't remember anything as of now, so to get the story back. A lot of things I'm doing, I'm just thinking it's adventurous. It is not, I know. At the age of 6, I was 6 years old then. My father just got me the cycle. He just taught me once. I just picked up. I started riding the cycle. I belong to Rajapalayam, so I was just entire town moving around the cycle. So I started helping my friends, teaching them how to ride the cycle. One fine day, the next door lady, I have discussed the story before also, just have no other option, I have to tell the story again. Please put up with me. The next door girl, who's my classmate, she was she's sick girl always. So for some reason, they have not allowed her out of the house, always kept inside the house. So without their parents' knowledge, I have taken her out in the entire Rajapalayam. I made her sit at the back of me. I took her around, round and round. The entire street had come out and looking for both of us. I was so happy taking around her and showing this is the market, this is the bus stop, this is the arch, this is the temple. Also, she doesn't know anything. I was so happy to show her. And when I just came back, happily, I have seen the entire street is outside looking out for me. So that was my adventurous thing, because the day my mom gave me nice beatings. It is a different story. But I was so happy taking her outside, and I felt I just have shown the entire world, like that is my adventurous thing so far. Right now I could remember only that.
Thank you, Toastmaster Emma, for sharing your ta-ta-ta moment. Now let's go on to the next speaker. Toastmaster Amrita, please. So your topic is, what would you do to make your friends or family who had a rough day feel happy?
Thank you for the topic. Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. I think it's like a very nice topic for me. I am the kind of person who has a few friends, but I'm very close to those friends. And then I always have like nice long conversations with them, and especially if they are troubled, I feel like I'm a supportive personality at this. That's how I feel. What would you do to make your friends family better? So I think what I would do is I would basically listen to them, allow them to talk, because when people are upset about something, they are trying to figure out their emotions. Why are they upset? What in some encounter that they are facing is making them feel upset? So they have to pinpoint that emotion. Is it they feel possessive about somebody, jealous about somebody, or guilty about something they did or said? So the way to bring that out is to let them talk. You let them talk, and you let them dissect what happened, and then you let them cry it out if necessary, and slowly they'll be able to pinpoint what happened, and that also gives them a nice vent. So they'll be able to feel better. Everybody feels better after a good cry. So ideally, the best thing to do is to make them talk. The other thing you can do is like feed them, give them water. Sometimes those also help to distract. Sometimes you can take them out for a walk. Nature calms people. So I've done that also. For my daughter, she's a teenager. She always comes to me with some issues she's having in school, and even yesterday we sat down and talked for a long time as to how she's feeling about new people entering the school. It's the beginning of the school year, and so all the friendship dynamics change. So my one advice for anybody who wants to help a friend out is to allow them to talk, listen patiently, and then give them a little bit of advice, or just allow them to figure it out themselves. It helps. Thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Amrita. Let's go to the next speaker, who is like Toastmaster Kalyani. So number is 2. Okay, so here is your topic. If your life was a novel, what would be the title and how would your story end? Be the writer.
Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. It's a nice topic, but however, if you read very good books, it will be a very good one, but I'm not a voracious reader. So if I write a novel about me, and how would the story end? If I write a novel, how the story end? That's good. It would be mostly a fantasy world where anyone can do whatever they want. Maybe it's just like Alice in Wonderland, which I like very much. So the story would be similar to that, and where especially ladies, women, they can do whatever they want, and they can just fly in the air. It would end almost like their whatever they think they can do it without any problem or without any worries. Like they live a happy life. That's it.
Thank you, Toastmaster Kalyani. Now, let's have one more speaker now. Let's invite Toastmaster Rekha to the stage. Okay, you got number 5. Okay. So, what's a joyful memory involving nature or the outdoors? Please share it.
Thank you. Good evening, everyone. In the month of May, there was a challenge announced in my organization that was called the Octo Challenge. I already discussed with many of you in Medley that I always fond of going out and spending my time in the morning, either in gym or with a set of friends for cycling, running, and all that stuff. So this Octo Challenge is something like you will create a team of 10 people. So I just went into that app. I saw there was 125 teams were created. I created a team called Fit Chennai, 126th team. And the moment I started the team as a captain, I didn't know that people from all across the organization globe, they had joined in the group, though it is a Fit Chennai as a name. So that itself is a first thing for a motivation for me. And while we started that group as a 126th place, all that as a captain, I told them in the team that we have to have a target of 15,000 steps a day. So that was a milestone. So we will be having a milestone every day, like you have to have a photo, a selfie from an outdoor. That will motivate you. A competition will be who is posting a best selfie. So that will give you additional points to the team. And I will definitely tell you very honestly, I went into a level that I want to push the team to as much high as possible. At around 1:30, the app milestones and everything will get closed by 2:30 a.m. of India time. So I went into such a level that on a 1:30 or 1:35 a.m. of a morning, I taken my shoes, and I'm living in a gated community. I went for a walk with my son. So we walked almost of 3 kilometers. He's a night person. He sleeps in the daytime and came with me in the night. And then we went for a few kilometers walk. And that had added my team's point as well, because we have to rush each and every day to get high in the point. And the beauty of this, all these outdoor activities, at the end of the day, whatever the score that you are earning, your team is going to get equivalent to the points as dollars, as euros that will be given to the charity organization. So that is the motive behind all these outdoor activities that had given me immense satisfaction. From 126th place, we reached to 34th place as a team. That was my outdoor activity. Thank you so much for this.
Okay, let's have one more final speaker. This time, let's have it from the guests. Any volunteers from the guests? Yeah, please, sir. Your name? Yeah, Vijay Kumar. Okay, your topic. What childhood memory fills you with joy whenever you think about it, or embarrassing memories too?
Okay, good evening everybody. It's my first speech here. Thank you very much for giving me an opportunity to speak. As a childhood memory, I remember as a child when I was about 6 or 7 years old, I used to be with my father. My dad, my village is actually on the sea coast. I was about 7 years old. And my dad he was serving in the army, and he used to come on leave. And what I like, we, on a moonlit night, we used to go fishing. He used to have this fishing, he used to throw a kind of a line far into the sea, deep sea, and would catch a big, huge fish. And at the time he would be smoking his cigarettes in the night. It was a moonlit night, the beautiful white sand on the beach. It was a fantastic, it's almost like a dreamlike kind of a scene there. And he was smoking, and the memory that I remember, and these things keep coming to me back again and again. So it would be far into the sea when something comes, he'll be dragging the line, and we'd find it's an eel actually, and the eel is not eaten. An eel if it bites, a sea eel if it bites, you can't, that doesn't heal that easily. So like that, he caught a huge fish, and that's kind of one of the childhood memories. The second childhood memory I remember is that when I joined a boarding school, a residential school, and my housemaster, one Anglo-Indian lady, she took us all on a hike in a place called Tuvanam. It's in the Coimbatore hills, the hills that divide Kerala from India. So in those hills, we were taken there, and I was just about 11 years old. We all had left our homes, and this matron was like our mother. We were just 9.5 years old, and she took us to the wilderness. There was a stream flowing there. It was completely mountains and trees on all sides, And that scene also keeps coming back to me, and I am a lover of nature. I am a lover of wild nature where no one has treaded before. So these are the kind of memories that I cherish and enjoy. Thank you very much.
Thanks a lot, speakers and then guests, for the amazing table topic impromptu speaking. Now let me give this session back to the team on Toastmasters.
Thank you, Toastmaster Niranjan. Next, we have Medley Super League Season 2 on meeting rules. Yes, it's an educational session on tag rules. To conduct this session, let me welcome Toastmaster Priyadarshini Velu.
Good afternoon to all my fellow Toastmasters and guests. So if you've ever thought that your public appearance in this platform of Toastmasters is when you give your icebreaker speech, I would say no. Because I have watched you, I have heard your style when you attempted your first tag. That's the first role everyone takes here. Then going forward, we improvise with that. Any role player who comes to this stage, there is time allotted to them. Be it Toastmaster of the Day, General Evaluator, Speaker, and so is tag. Might be most of us are not aware. 2 to 3 or 3 to 4 minutes is the time allotted for this tag role players. The question here is, how many of us have actually taken this role as one step towards improving our public speaking skills? Now this session is all about making us understand what Toastmasters is telling about tag rules and the areas of improvement. Today we have many guests as well as other CEG Toastmasters. They are very new. So I feel it's very important we talk in detail. What is this tag? As the name itself says, TAG, it's timer, accounter and grammarian. Who is this timer? The timer is one who is making every speaker aware of his time on this stage. And he is the one who tells, now we have prepared speaker who's going to talk for 5 to 7 minutes, evaluation for 2 to 3 minutes, and table topic for 1 to 2 minutes. And he also brings his weapon, that is the cards, showing, he has to show it very clearly. This green will be shown when it is 5th minute, yellow at 6th minute, and red on 7th minute. It is his duty because many of us, especially when it comes to guests, today especially we had a speech which was for 3 minutes as well as an advanced project which was for 15 to 20 minutes. Now a guest will keep guessing, oh, I saw that speaker spoke for just for 2 minutes and but this person is going on talking. So it's a must that everyone in the room is aware what is this Toastmasters and what is happening with every speaker on the stage. Now coming to the equipment, this is what Toastmasters, it may be very simple, it's necessary for us to know what are the equipments he has to carry. As a timer, he must have a stopwatch, paper pen and his cards. Now let us talk about areas of improvement. As I said, anything, every minute matters here because you are here to exhibit your style and skill. The mistakes which most of us do as a timer is, we either take the book and cover our face or look down to read the complete report. Toastmaster says, don't do that. Now the common question comes to most of us, as a timer, what am I supposed to do? How can I show my style? For Toastmasters has told us, how about incorporating the theme of the day when you bring your timer report? Now for example, it's quite challenging but you have to utilize it. Now for example, if there is something based on sports, which is very easy for me to talk now, we can say Shivali was inching so close towards her goal but the last second she missed it. She spoke for 7 minutes and 38 seconds. Those are aware, the qualifying time is 7 minutes 30 seconds, but she has taken 3 seconds more. This is how we can up our styles. This is what Toastmasters is telling you. The other thing, friends, what's the role of timer? I got to know that if not in our club, the other clubs, especially abroad, they also carry something with them called as bell, ting ting. We don't have that. We show the card for 7th minute, which is the closing time. It's time for us to say, wind up your speech or conclude your speech. But in some clubs, when it is 7 minutes, 15 seconds, the bell goes, it means, yes, it's time up. That much importance is given for a speaker on the stage. Every minute matters here. And it is a must that timer knows the complete agenda. If anything is going wrong as a G, if they say we are running late, timer should be held to some extent responsible. Because what happens sometimes, Toastmaster says you may be a new speaker or you may be a guest of honor to some place. Please respect time. Because there are so many people standing in line for waiting for their turn. When we give short or something, a long speech, what happens? The whole agenda goes off. So please respect the time. To that extent, especially, who should know the value of time? Anyone miss their bus today? You're trying to cross the road, but you're there, your stop is there, but the bus just passes off fraction of second. Ask a speaker who is on the big stage and he loses the competition for seconds. I was one among them. So we know the value of those seconds. And in club, 7 minute, as I said, the red is shown for the 7th minute and we put our hands down. You go to any competitions outside the actual competition, this timer will hold the card till the speaker, the red card especially, which comes at the 7th minute for the prepared speech, he'll be holding this card till the speaker is on the stage. So he doesn't know if it's 7 minutes, 35, 48, whatever it is. So this is how Toastmasters is giving importance to a timer and says keep it concise and keep it creative. Now let's talk on the next, which is our counter. The name itself says all. What am I doing as an R counter? Making note of all the filler words. The common question that comes is, so is it wrong to use this R's and Ums, which is there even in my storybooks and I use it? There's nothing wrong. But when you overuse it, there is a problem. Now let us talk about areas of improvement for the R counters here. When you're giving your final report, Toastmaster says, do not bounce back and forth. For example, I have a report as an R counter. Speaker 1 had 3 R's, 4 Ums. I move on to the second, third. And when I'm on the speaker 4th, I say he had these repeated words. The same speaker second speaker also had this repetitive word, but also don't do that, is what Toastmasters say. And the second thing they say here is, no need of repeating, yes, maintaining the pace. We all have done this, who have taken the role. There are 17 speakers. When I'm reading speaker number 1, I'm like, Shaila used 3 R's, 4 Ums, 2 Ands. Then speaker 2, then speaker. But when it's 7th speaker, you're already tired and you're trying to rush it because there are 8 more left. And sometimes we skip 2 speakers and come to the last 3. I have done it on my own. Why is this? Because I know there's so much to read. I might be, short of breath reading all those R's and Ums. And this is one thing. The best thing I would like to share here is I had a problem of okays. All my expression and emotion used to be like, okay, okay, okay. So it was a part of my, day-to-day conversation until one officer came and told me, Priya, it's not okay using these okays every time. And he was not a Toastmaster. I felt I was taken aback. But believe me, there is one member just sitting somewhere there watching you come out of this habit if you carry things. So, how lucky are we? So, what I'm trying to say here is when you give your report, be specific. For example, Anand used and. Some people have this accent, some have this, whenever it comes to but, so and, they have that. tune when they use it. So when you're specific, next time Anand is careful whenever he uses and. There's nothing wrong in using, but when you're overusing something, it is a distraction. And this is what Toastmasters tell us. I saw in a bigger stage one a Toastmaster say, even when a news person is on TV and he's using as and buts, it's distracting. You go to that level. Every speech, everyone's talking about as, bus, and right now I said, this is the level. We understand how much we need to use this. Now, what is the job of our counter is to filter and keep the distractions at bay and help us achieve our goals. Now, moving on to grammar. As we all know, as a grammarian, whoever comes, very interesting. He is here to make note of good usage of language. If you use quote, poem, line, sentence, word, anything that is soothing, I'm here to write it as a grammarian. Believe me, when a grammar report comes with many words, I really love hearing to it. This is my personal. Now, what is a Toastmaster wants us to do? A grammarian has to introduce word of the day. Now, how should be this word of the day? It should be such that it challenges every member's vocabulary and also help him set him towards something goal or something better. How should be the word of the day? Not very easy, not too difficult for one to put it in his day-to-day use. It should be such that when I hear the word of the day, the one thing that should come to my mind is, this word, somewhere at some point I've heard it. And Toastmasters tells us, whenever you bring, especially in our club meeting, word of the day should be put in a big font. That's the word of the day, and make sure you mention the meaning below that, and next at least give one example. Out of sight, out of mind. If it's there right in front of you, you are able to catch the meaning, you have seen one example, it's very easy for us to bring it here onto the stage. So this is what we must do as a grammarian. Now, what are the areas of improvement Toastmasters telling for our grammarian here is, now to impress our grammarian or to make use of that word, sometimes we put that word anywhere and everywhere. As a grammarian, don't shy away from saying, yes, I appreciate that you used, but I felt it was not appropriate. The way the sentence formation was not appropriate. Yes, we need to tell this. Sometimes, knowingly or unknowingly, mistakes do happen. Now, for example, while giving a report, now you need not take the name if someone has given a statement which was not very appropriate. For example, someone says, I like today's session, we had good speeches, there was good stories. Now, as a grammarian, what's wrong if I say that? There's nothing wrong. But if you want him to enhance his speaking skills, we say, as a grammarian, I'll say, I really like the way you said, how about trying this? You like today's session because you got to hear phenomenal speakers and their amazing stories. A simple way. This is how we work. The very interesting thing and which I am missing from our own club is grammar tip. We used to do this. Every grammarian used to come out with a grammar tip. There's nothing, I'm not asking for any Oxford kind of English advanced. Anything which you felt was useful for you, you did a mistake and someone corrected you, might be it was a pronunciation, a word which has different meaning. All these simple things go a long way. And it really benefits every one of us. For example, recently I saw someone give this grammar tip. He was always confused, how do I use this word at the beginning, in the beginning. Very interesting, at the beginning, in the beginning. And he explains saying, at the beginning is used when you start something. It's like at the beginning of the movie, at the beginning of school, students were asked to read for 5 minutes. This is how you use at the beginning. In the beginning is used when you compare two situations. In the beginning, singing was difficult. After attending 2 classes, I am good. It was as simple as that. This is how we can come out with a grammar tip. So anything, when you try something new with your own style, believe me, when I was a newbie to this Toastmaster, our ex-com were very seniors then, they used to push me for every role. Even for the timer role, I did not read the objective. I still remember sitting there, I said, time and tide waits for none, as a timer I am here. I mean, I was pushed. Sometimes it is for your own good. When they know you can do that, sometimes people shy, they take few weeks to open up. So we give them time. When you're very open, you're easy to converse and all, they say, go try. Especially my mentor, even for the grammar role, he used to, it was like a homework. Even for the R's. Now the good question is, how can I try the R? I remember this very vividly. One of the senior Toastmasters, he said, Priya, you're going to give this R counter report in a different way. I mean, and how do you read the objective? Don't say it's that, filler words and all. I was like, I didn't know what to say. I tried doing this and this is what I did. I said, when I saw the beauty on the road, I said, she drove at a speed of 110 kilometers per hour. You know, the police stopped there and she was given the ticket. I tried giving one sentence, putting all these R's, arms, you know that. Wasn't it good? It was. It means it's needed. But when you overuse something, it is a distraction. This is what Toastmasters are telling us. It is said communication works for those who work at it. These three things, the power of three may be very simple, timer, accounter and grammar rule. But when you respect the time of your stage presence as well of others, you use right usage of language with minimal filler words, you radiate your personality as well. You may inspire some people in this crowd and they may say, it sounds so simple and straight, I would like to be just like you. And you may be called as an epitome of grace just because of that simplicity. So with this, if there are any questions, I got the red. I respect the one person who always strikes every speaker here is the timer. So with this, thanks for this opportunity. I would like to hand over the stage to the Toastmaster of the day. Thank you so much.
Can I have a question? Can I ask a question?
Yeah, we'll have it. I will try to judge.
Thank you, Toastmaster Priya. That was indeed a detailed explanation. As most of us here know, that Toastmaster International is an organization that promotes public speaking skills, teaches public speaking skills. And how does it do? By getting feedback from senior Toastmasters for each speech that we deliver in our club. So yeah, we are at the most important part of today's meeting, evaluation session. To conduct this, let me hand over the control to Toastmasters International, General Evaluator of today's meeting.
Thank you, Toastmaster Divya. So moving on to the evaluations. First, we will have the speech evaluations. So the role is to evaluate the speeches of the speaker, provide the constructive feedback, both positive feedback and also suggestions for improvement. So let's hear from the evaluators now. First, I would call upon Toastmaster Praveena. She's District Podium Finisher. She is also a co-founder for Express and Talk Academy, where she is training the people for improving the communication skills. And her message on the childhood joy is kids play things randomly without any structure, which we are missing in the adulthood, where we schedule each and every activity. Let's welcome Toastmaster Praveena to provide feedback about Toastmaster Sharmila. Yes.
The main reason why there was a confusion with the vision was I told her I would prefer to move over to our Indian culture of saying namaste, because that is one of the key things which everyone is following. And recently, timer, please don't start my time. Because even now in the recent Canva program organized a big event And there I saw even the Westerners going for Namaste, because now post-COVID they have realized how important it is to have a hands-free environment, but at the same time go for something where there is a great deal of meaning. And Namaste is one such culture of ours which I think we should promote. Yes, Raima, now you can start. Toastmaster Sharmila. How many of us have seen an icebreaker with a purpose and a message? Now I have to admit that I was so carried away with the word epitome and the kind of claps that I got, I actually forgot to explain what exactly icebreaker is, that main objective. Icebreaker is the first speech given by a speaker in their Toastmasters journey where they talk about themselves. So it is kind of generally a very crude project speech that most of us give because we still try to get over our fear. But here is one person who gave a very good icebreaker speech with a lot of message and purpose. So I think she really deserves a grand round of applause. She comes from the Gen Z world. And Gen Z now, I too have 2 children, and all they do now is a lot of doom scrolling, which is generally just going over the social media platform with absolutely no intent. But on the other hand, Sharmila is one person who's trying to achieve much more in life and trying to get much more meaning in life. So she's one person who can be a great role model for not only the younger generation, but even for people like us who have moved over to doom scrolling, even in the later part of our years when we have to be doing something more meaningful. She gave a great deal of details about herself with wonderful body language. She had very good eye contact with each and every individual over here. She also tried a bit of stage movement, which is quite remarkable for the first speech. It took enough and more speeches for me to actually master the art of stage movement myself. And how many of us, when we fumble, forget a lot of things, and sometimes I remember even moving away onto the seat because I could not remember certain things. But when she forgot, she actually stood there for some time, tried to get back whatever she had to say, and then continued, which is a great way of overcoming nervousness and just moving on, which shows how much confidence she has. All of us definitely have scope for improvement. And what is that scope of improvement that Toastmaster Sharmila can do? Yes, you spoke a lot about yourself, but about yourself also involves family. You could have given some more information if you have siblings, about your parents, your relatives, where you were born, a lot of other information that you could have given. Slow down, give pauses. It adds a lot of impact, a lot of suspense to your speech. Sharmila, you try to go for the journey within. And how do you go for the journey within? Meditation, breathing, and that is exactly what each and every speaker out here can do before they come onto the stage in order to slow down, to get a hold among themselves. With that, I would like to summarize whatever Toastmaster Sharmila has done today. Great speech, a wonderful message, a great purpose, complete details about yourself with excellent body language. Just add some more information about your family members and slow down so that we can also enjoy this wonderful journey with more calm and peace and grace. Over to Vijay.
Next evaluator is DTM Sundararaman. So he's a passionate Toastmaster, he's a business storyteller, he's also the author of the book Storytelling for Business People. And now I would call upon DTM Sundararaman to evaluate Toastmaster Murli's speech.
Toastmasters and guests, so I am really happy to evaluate the speech of Toastmaster Murli. So normally I tell my proteges when they come out with a script, try to have a title which is not revealing your subject. So that way, you create this element of suspense. But there are some exceptions. So always some exceptions. Today this speech has got an exception, Confession of a Toastmaster. The moment we heard the title, we all know what he is going to speak, but we'd like to listen from the horse's mouth. Right? It is like almost like watching this Paridabangal series of YouTube. So we know what he is going to speak, but we are waiting for him to speak. Let me talk about the positive aspects of Murali's speech. Number one is he brought a lot of funny analogies. Number one, graduate engineers, and then he tried to compare with the metro rail project, then clubs equated with countries, area with the line of control, and the reasons given by his colleague, fellow Toastmaster, like a ChatGPT mode of responding with the excuses. So that was always try to come out with not cliched analogies, but to try to come out with innovative analogies. The second aspect, as a humorous speaker, what I like to hear is lot of surprise elements were there. So surprise elements is an integral part of a humorous speech. Here he said that G was complaining that I was coming late just for being 20 minutes late. So he also tried to leverage the power of passes. So you try to leverage the power of pass when you are trying to come out with a list. Another example was, I got a WhatsApp message, yes, we are going to rock. But that message was from me, from another WhatsApp number. So that way he tried to bring out laughter amongst the audience. The third strong aspect was his voice. His voice was not having any volume variation or tonal variation, no pitch changes, nothing. It was almost like monotone, but that perfectly suited this type of speech. Right? This type of speech, you just be here and you don't laugh, you keep on talking in monotone and you allow the audience to laugh. So that was perfectly suited. So I have a couple of recommendations, 3 recommendations basically. One is most of the time you are trying to clasp your hands, so try to avoid that, try to have open gestures. Where is the city? My target speaker. Okay, let's see here. The second one is when you don't try to be generic. So while you are scripting your story, don't try to be generic. Try to bring specificity. So that will help us to ponder a little more. For example, you said that the general evaluator was critical, and then next meeting I was the table topic master and I gave him a weirdest topic. So that was the most generic response. Instead of that, next week I was the table topic master, all my topics were ready. But the moment the meeting got over, I went home and then I removed that topic and then I tried to come out with a complex topic. Knowing tomato is a fruit is knowledge, but not trying to put it in a salad is the wisdom. All of you know who got the topic. So try to bring in that kind of surprise element. And primarily conclude your humorous speech with a crescendo. So for example, you can say that no one is going to check the fact. So July 1st onwards, I am going to be the VPE, but everyone congratulate me, but with a sarcastic smile. So I don't know what is in store for me. So that kind of thing. On the whole, I enjoyed your speech. Over to the general evaluator.
Thank you, Toastmaster Sundararaman. Now I would call upon our next evaluator, DTM Thomas sir, to evaluate Toastmaster Vijayarajan's speech. He is a communication veteran. He is also having a passion for photography. He was a special director at Ashok Leland, and he is a district 82 PR manager as well. So his childhood joy is Phantom Comics, so which he is really missing now in the adulthood. Yeah. Let's welcome DTM Thomas.
Thank you, ma'am. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. Tonight, for India to win, South Africa has to lose. But it's not so in projects that we do here. Today, Toastmaster Vijayarajan was supposed to have been heckled. But he came through like a professor. So who failed? Think about it. Friends, today was a project for power play and play. For play for dominance. But what did we see? Instead, I saw a speaker talking like a professor, like I said, and the audience eating from his hands. What went wrong? What went wrong? 3 things I must first of all give credit to Toastmaster Vijayarajan. Where are we? Yes, thank you, sir. 1, you used 3 strategies. 1, the intro, you offered 1 million rupee benefit prospectively. I think that numbed all the role players of what their role was supposed to be. They were looking at where that million is coming. Secondly, you credited, now into the topic, you credited the speakers on the spot, which is nice, polite, professional. These are the two words used, by the way. And you also collected and retrospectively congratulated Rekha and Saravanan. Nice, that's very well done. So why is it that I don't have much to say to him? Because, friends, we didn't test him. Where was the arguer? There are 6 roles, I hope some of us know. One of them is the deadly arguer who thinks who is God's gift to mankind and Medley. He will never stop talking and arguing. Where was that role? I didn't see that, friends, sorry. I'm saying this so that next time the speaker comes for a test track, give him a test track. And the first one was, I don't know what the role is. So very politely, if I may ask, what is your personal policy and what's your official policy? Oh my God. And then somebody comes in from there and agrees, yes, I agree. I think we got the syllabus wrong, friends. I'm sorry. And a lot of people asked intelligent questions. Anachronism. In this session, you don't ask intelligent questions. The only person who did the right thing was the chatterer. She asked something, and there I would suggest to you, sir, you are talking loud. Stop talking. Till she looks up at you with guilt and smile. Shy smile. Just one suggestion. See, it's all role play. That's the unreal thing about it. This is role play. Nevertheless. Then, PPT. I thought PPT was there, but I thought it's not there. You know, introduction, say that you said something nice. Additionally say, I have kept 8 minutes Q&A time. Then nobody would dare spoil their own self-image and break the, silence and talk. Third one is, I think I will stop with that. The role players, when role players came up simultaneously, you did that very well. So overall, this is a lesson for the club. Let's do a better. Let's give them a test track next time. Thank you.
Now let's move on to the last evaluator for today. I'll call upon Toastmaster Saravanan. So Toastmaster Saravanan is our area director, past president, and for him the childhood joy is watching the American TV series Manimal. Yeah, so he's missing that now.
There are 3 things I liked in Toastmaster Jayashree's speech. The first one, the speech itself is an epitome of how a caterpillar transforms itself to a butterfly. Very well done. The second thing I liked is you were able to stick to the entire manual itself. What is the purpose of the speech? You are able to stick to that entirely in your speech. That is the growth. What are the growth patterns you have, right? From a speaker to a role player to an ISC or TT contestant, club officer, and then you talked about your ambition to come to the district stage as well. All these were clearly mentioned. The third thing I liked is the important message, I would say. The self-realization that award is not important. More important is the self-improvement. What we were previously and what we are now. That is most important. That's a clear message that is coming out of your speech. So these are the 3 things I liked in your speech. Having said that, there are 3 opportunities that I have noted down in your speech. The first one is on, you took nearly 6 months to complete 15 projects. That is really commendable, definitely. For that, what is the message that you are passing to the budding Toastmasters? There are Toastmasters who have not completed even 1 project in 6 months itself. What is the message that you are going to give to them, so that what are the tools and techniques that you tried out you are able to complete this, what is that you can pass it on to the budding Toastmasters? That's the first thing I noticed as an opportunity. Second thing is, before and after comparison. Okay, how you were in your first project and how you are in your 15th or 16th project as such. And what is the transformation that you have done, and what are the growth opportunities that you had as part of your speeches, as well as what is the feedback that you collected in those 15 plus speeches, and how you have been able to apply those in your subsequent speeches. Because your story is truly inspiring, but these kind of feedback mechanism, as well as what is that in it for me as an audience who is sitting here, that will definitely help for the budding Toastmasters as well. That's the second thing. And then third one is, over a period of time, like how you sculpted yourself, what are the messages you got from your mentor? I'm not asking for that, but some of the things, tips and tricks, what you have understood from the overall journey, if you were shared, that would be really good. To summarize, I would say, your speeches are really an inspiring, free flow thought. Okay, that is definitely an inspiring thought for everybody who is sitting over here. But what I would say here is, as Paul Coelho said in The Alchemist, when you want something, the entire universe will conspire to ensure that you get that. I also wish that whatever you aspire for, you will definitely get. Over to them, gentlemen.
Timer, can you read out the qualified evaluators?
So, all of the evaluators like Toastmaster Pravina, distinguished Toastmaster Sundararaman, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas, and Toastmaster Sarunan, all of them are qualified and they completed the evaluation within the prescribed time.
Okay, thank you. So can you please vote for the best evaluators? Table topics. Yeah, table topics as well. Can you read out the qualified table topic speakers?
All of them have qualified the table topics.
Okay, can you read out the names? Maybe the speakers can raise up the hand so that the others will be aware of the speaker.
Toastmaster Priyadarshini, Toastmaster Hema, Toastmaster Amrita.
Yeah, Amrita is here.
Toastmaster Kalyani, Toastmaster Rekha, Toastmaster Vijay Kumar.
He's not here. And also the qualified speakers.
Toastmaster Sharmila, Toastmaster Murali, Toastmaster Jayashree.
You can all vote for the best speakers, best table topic speakers, and also the evaluators. I'll give just 10 minutes, 10 seconds time now. Okay. So now we are moving to the tag report. So I will call upon the timer, Toastmaster Harsh, to read out the timing report. You can come on to the stage. So Toastmaster Harsh is a cyclist and also a marathon runner. For him, the childhood joy is about making friends on the go without any second thought. Toastmaster Harsh.
So, as a timer, I would like to give the report that most of the speakers completed their speeches within the prescribed time limit, and the evaluations were also on time. The evaluations were flawless, and as a timer, I was raised. By the time I raised the cards, they were very spontaneous and very noticing about the time and stick to the time very well. Along with that, the presiding officer took 4 minutes. The Toastmaster of the day took 8 minutes. Toastmaster Divya took 1 minute and 40 seconds. Toastmaster Santana took 4 minutes and 11 seconds. Toastmaster Sharmila took 5 minutes and 23 seconds. Toastmaster Murali took 6 minutes and 54 seconds. Toastmaster Vijay Ranjan took, he exceeded 18 minutes. Toastmaster Jayashree took 11 minutes and 10 seconds. All the table topic sessions were within 2 minutes. Toastmaster Priyadarshini took 16 minutes and 30 seconds. Toastmaster of the day again took 1 minute. And the evaluators were completed their evaluations before 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Thank you.
Next, we will have the accountant report by Abhirami, Toastmaster Abhirami. Toastmaster Abhirami is a chartered accountant and she has 4 years of experience in income tax as well as GST appeals, so we can readily ask her for any such queries. And for her, the childhood joy is being with cousins and siblings at her grandparents' house. Let's welcome Toastmaster Abhirami for the accountant report.
Good evening, Toastmasters and their guests. Here is my accountant report. Toastmaster Sharmila, thank you for your icebreaker speech. I noticed that you used a couple of R's and ums. Toastmaster Murali was nearly perfect with 1 R and 1 Toastmaster Vijay uses several number of R's and ums. Toastmaster Jayashree delivered her speech flawlessly without single use of or R. Toastmaster Niranjan uses several number of R's and ums. Toastmaster Priyadarshini was nearly perfect with a couple of R's and ums. Toastmaster Hema uses several number of R's and ums and so. Toastmaster Amrita uses couple of R's, several so's and couple of but. Toastmaster Kalyani uses couple of R's, so's and few but. Toastmaster Rega uses some R's. Yes, Vijay Kumar uses couple of R's and couple of like. Toastmaster Priyadarshini Bailur deserves a special recognition for her flawless speech with no filler words at all, making her delivery very impactful. Toastmaster Praveena's evaluation was free of filler words, reflecting her untrue filler words. Distinguished Toastmaster Sundara Raman uses few so's and R's. Distinguished Toastmaster Thomas uses couple of R's. Toastmaster Saraman's evaluation was polished with 0 filler words. Toastmaster Sindhana uses couple of R's and ums. Toastmaster Divya Dashni was a clear speech with 0 filler words. Let's continue to work on reducing our filler words and become more effective communicators. Thank you. Bye.
Now I would call upon the grammarian Toastmaster Bharat. Bharat is an engineer at Siemens organization. So I would call upon Bharat onto the stage.
Thank you, gentlemen.
What is your childhood joy?
My childhood joy was, I used to always wanted to go out of the house and roam on the streets, but the gate was closed and my parents didn't allow me. So one morning before they woke up, I just went and I jumped and I went onto the streets and I didn't come back for 3 hours. So that was my joy, but then in contrast, that was a pain for my parents because they were searching all around, but I was almost like 5-6 kilometers away from my house. But though I returned back, but then those 3 hours was joyful time for me. Good evening, Toastmasters and guests. So this is my grammarian report. My joy was unleashed when the below speakers used word of the day. Toastmaster Praveena, Toastmaster Divya Darshini, Toastmaster Jayashree, Toastmaster Priyadarshini Bailur, Toastmaster Saravanan, when the speakers used the word of the day. Going on to the report on the best usage of the words by each of the speakers. For the prepared speaker, speaker 1, Toastmaster Sharmila, started with a quote, knowing others is intelligence, knowing yourself is wisdom. And then some of the exemplary uses of words are vibrant and energetic city of Chennai, cherished memories of my life, life is transformative, flourished, significant achievement, a diverse participation, your closest companion, transcending, manifest one's desire. And she ended her speech with the title, The Only Journey is the Journey Within. For speaker 2, Toastmaster Murli, he again started with saying, rewards we receive are directly proportional. And then some of the words used are actions first and then we search for reasons. It felt so disheartened. And then I used a couple of sentences when describing about the clubs and contests, like clubs became countries and contest as court magistrate. Rivalry clubs, attending meeting to organize meet, and engineering minds when he quoted on ChatGPT to generate the reasons. And going on to the speaker, prepared speaker 3, Toastmaster Vijayarajan, used valuable subjects and used a sentence, this is where the trap lies, blindfolded. And he also used some sentences like living in the world of technology and also living in the world of uncertainty. And like life exists in our body, and medical inflation, the term which was used and explained well by Toastmaster Vijayarajan. And when there were questions on the audience, ask questions one by one, so it will be useful for everyone. And he also used adequately covered, and he ended the speech with cut the diamond with the diamond, and also in the Tamil quote like mulla mulla da irukano. And then also there was another term, bargaining power, which was used by speaker Toastmaster Vijayarajan. And on to the speaker 4, Toastmaster Jayashree, started with a quote, when the caterpillar calls the end, it's the butterfly as a start. And she said it's a thunderous speech when quoting her icebreaker speech. A little bit of courage, chuckle, and transform one paragraph to one sentence and transform one sentence to one word when you described how your speech was transformed. Fumbled for scripts, trial and error, rekindled. Art and soul is within writing the script. And we said when you were felt dejected, and then fast track your speech crafting and delivery. And also things were not going seamlessly was the word used. And you also used the culmination when you quoted mark the culmination of a dynamic leadership pathway. And you wanted to soar higher, perpetual metamorphosis were the words you used during the end of your speech. And for the TT Master Toastmaster Niranjan, life doesn't give us time to prepare, was what he quoted when starting of a table topic speech. Cherish the moment as the time goes. And I'll quickly walk through the table topic speakers. The quotes used, Toastmaster Priyadarshini are, secrets will be revealed, unleash the happening. Speaker number 2, Toastmaster Emma, next door girl, entire street came out. And speaker number 3, Toastmaster Amrita, supportive personality, encounters they are facing, and friendship dynamics. And speaker number 4, Toastmaster Kalyani, voracious reader. And speaker number 5, Toastmaster Rekha, push as much as high as possible. And table topic speaker 6, guest Vijayarajan, used fishing rope far into the sea, beautiful white sand, streams flowing when he describes the nature, cherish and enjoy. And moving on to the Medley Super Leagues, Toastmaster Priyadarshini used when she described the timer card's weapon as a cards and day-to-day conversation. And during the R counter description, come out of this habit, filter the distractions, out of sight, out of mind, when the word of the day has to be displayed anywhere and everywhere, and remember this vividly. And moving on to the evaluation, Toastmaster Praveena, she started with the purpose and the message when describing Toastmaster Sharmila's speech. Doom scrolling, master the art of stage movement, fumble, suspense were some of the words used, and ended with calm, peace and grace. Evaluator 2, distinguished Toastmaster Sundara Raman, horse's mouth, funny analogies, the surprise element, the power of pause, open gestures, wander little more, and sarcastic smile, which you ended your evaluation. Evaluator 3, distinguished Toastmaster Thomas, play for dominance, audience eating from the sands when he describes the Toastmaster Vijayarajan's speech, retrospectively, test track, got syllabus wrong, unreal. It was there, but it was not there when about the PPT. And moving on to Evaluator 4, Toastmaster Saravanan, started with describing Jayashree's describing self-realization and self-improvement, commendable, growth opportunities, stories inspiring, budding Toastmaster, the message you wanted to say for the budding Toastmaster, sculpted yourself, free flow thought, and you ended with a quote from Alchemy, when you want something, all the entire universe will conspire to help you. So this is my grammarian report. Over to the general evaluator.
So coming to the general evaluator report. So the meeting agenda was promptly shared ahead of the time. Today I expected a little bit crowd, but as the joint meeting, but it's almost the same. Yeah, greetings exchanged between the club members and also with the guests, so that was good. We started on time, though by 2 minutes late. We were on track, but now we just went out of track again. SAE did a good job, though we had last minute dropout from the actual SAE, and Toastmaster Harini did a good job. And President Pravda, she greeted everyone, and she said an inspiring message to everyone. The theme of the meeting by Tia Modi was really great. That was Joy Unleashed, and she told that with the movie, and it was a great message and rekindled our childhood memories also, and it resonated with everyone. And her introduction of speakers was good, and also the summary of the speech after everyone, that was also really good. Coming to the speakers, Sharmila, kudos to you for completing your icebreaker. So your speech had a lot of vocabulary, so it was difficult to follow for us actually. And speaker 2, Murali, so there was a lot of humor that was injected slowly, so we all enjoyed your speech. And for speaker 3, Jay Rajan, so that was a good info on the insurance actually. And for Toastmaster Jayashri, that was a powerful speech as told by Tia Modi earlier, and it's really inspiring for us to follow you. And coming to the table topics speech, table topics master, the topics were really creative, and it really made people to think on their feet. I think everybody enjoyed the topic, and it was really good. The topics were really chosen good. And education session by Toastmaster Priya. Yeah, this was really helpful, the useful tips on the tag role. As we are getting experience, we forget to read out the guidelines and rules. But your session today reiterated those things with useful tips that was really helpful for every one of us. And evaluators, today we had a good experienced evaluators. So we got a constructive feedback. I hope it would be really useful for all the speakers today. And coming to the tag role players, we had, all did great job. The word of the day was really easy, so that's why people could also use it many times. And our counter and timer also did a great job. One other improvement on the grammarian is that, last time also it was being told that grammatical mistakes should also be told, so that we need to improve. So it's on the go. During the recent meetings we are missing out on that, so it should also be improved, taken care. And the other areas of improvement are today the role players were not on time. All the role players were not on time, so this created confusion also. And there were last minute Toastmasters who had taken up the role plays, but they did a good job. So please ensure that the role players can arrive at the venue 10 minutes earlier. Next is, though it's a joint meeting, we need more promotion. Only then we can see a good number of people turning up, so that has to be improved. And third, the room setup. So SAE did a job, but the room setup on the projectors and everything, this took some time. So every time this is taking some time, so please, this has to be taken care. And there were also moments when the speaker is on the stage, so this has to be avoided. And on the camera, there were some notifications popping up. So people, whoever is putting the camera here, please ensure that there are no notifications coming up, because this would distract the speakers. So please ensure that. And the voting for the speakers should come before the evaluations. So this has to be taken care, because the evaluations could influence the audience. So this has to come before. So I also missed, and Tia Modi also missed, so this has to be taken care. And last but least, there were some mosquitoes in the room, in the venue. So this also hindered people. So to make the speakers and the audience comfortable, it should also be taken care. So it should be talked to the venue owner. So this has to be informed. Yeah, that concludes my GE report. Over to you.
Thank you, General Evaluator. Now, at the beginning, I made a reference to this movie called Inside Out, right? And part 2 of the movie came up where anxiety took a lot of control of the protagonist's emotions, like it did for all of us. But we can try to choose joy, right? By embracing our inner child. That was what I wanted to say. Even if we are in the most stressful situations as grown-up adults, we can try to choose joy, as joy does not just happen to us. We need to find the joy in everything else. With that, my role as a TMOD has ended. It's time for recognition. Every great journey starts with a single step. And today, we have someone among us who have taken the first step lead towards this Toastmaster journey. Can we all give a standing ovation to Toastmaster Sharmila, who have given her first icebreaker speech today? Toastmaster Sharmila, can you all give a great round of applause? Next, let's congratulate Toastmaster Jayashree, who has completed her pathway dynamic leadership today. It's time to announce the winners of today's meeting. While that is getting ready, I'll just share some of my emotions that I got today, because it's my last meet attending as a president of Toastmasters CEG Club. Of course, I'm overwhelmed. Yes, for those who don't know, there's this club called Toastmasters CEG inside Anna University. It started off on March 1st, 2023. Yeah, we are just a baby club. And when I took up this role of president, we had just 9 members in our club as a whole. Think about the situation. For even a meeting to run, we need at least 8 members, right? To considering all the tag roles and all of that, we just had 8 plus 1, 9. But when I come to consider this month, June, ending my presidency, we have around 20 members in our club. Something overwhelming for me. And another happy thing that I wanted to share is, it's in this term that we started to have a lot of joint meetings. We had, most of us were online meetings with DXC, DLF, Toastmasters Club, and a Malaysian International Club and all of that. But our first offline joint meeting was with Medleys, and our last offline joint meeting for this term is also with Medleys. So that's something I'm always happy about. And other things that I wanted to share is how friendly the members of this Medley Toastmasters Club is. Be it Toastmaster Pravda ma'am, Toastmaster Anuradha ma'am, Toastmaster Sintana ma'am, they were all so friendly, because it can be seen in the way they talk through a WhatsApp or through call. We had a few backouts in the last minute, Team CEG. Not many of us showed up. It really didn't seem like a joint meeting, as the general evaluator pointed out. It's because even though we have 20 members, it's SEM holiday, guys. Everyone went to their hometown and spending their summer vacation and all of that. But I'm still happy that at least 5 members from our club has showed up for this joint meet. Even though it is not clearly a joint meet, just like roll calls getting filled up by CEG members for Medleys, they didn't make us feel out. We were just so comfortable talking with them, communicating with them, be it the agenda or the poster making, everything. They made it very easy. So thanks to Medley Toastmasters for making this meet a memorable meet for me personally. I hope the winners list are ready. Best speaker for today's meeting is Toastmaster Jayashri.
Can I have my mentor here on stage?
Mentor don't get on stage, he do the frame. Congrats. Values.
And photo, please.
Yes.
Thank you.
Best table topic speaker, Toastmaster Rekha. Best evaluator, Toastmaster Praveena. Best tag role player, Toastmaster Bharat.
Best role player. That role player.
This one for the story. Best role player for today's meet, Toastmaster Divya. Can someone?
That's a dark.
So congratulations to all the winners of today's meeting. A small announcement. Medleys will be conducting the installation of new XCOM officers on July 6th. So another thing I wanted to share is that we also got a golden TOT award for our club. Just wanted to share it. So with that, I adjourn this meeting. Can we all have a group pic together?
The prostitutes were meant for Jayarajan's session.
The seventh element, seventh element.
Audience,
The seventh element. Last time the same thing happened for the session. I asked him to repeat. Difficult audience. So that's why the audience are not.
It's not stopped.